Hey YouTube, it's Mike Peng Gangster, and today we're going to be talking about, is FC24 a pay-to-win game? This is a debate that's been going on for like many years, if FIFA in general was ever a pay-to-win. Now, some people are going to say no, some people are going to say yes. I'm going to lean more on the side that it is a pay-to-win game, and I'm going to explain and try to convince you why I believe so, right? Of course, we'll start off with, for example, like crafting SBCs. For example, yesterday we ended up getting a repeatable crafting upgrade completion, which a lot of people in their mind believe this is worth it. Now, I've completed 10 of them. You're only going to see me opening up 3 at the end because I only have 3 because I already opened up the other 8. But you get rewards, of course, for every 10. Why does it do that? For every 10 that you open, right? Where is it now? And a lot of people look at this and say, oh, it's worth it. Like every time I have, cards that I have nothing to do with, discard cards, I'm just going to put them in here and I'm going to do this upgrade, right? And I know this has nothing to do with a pay-to-win aspect of the game, but it is kind of, if you think about it, because there's actually people that are actually spending coins to buy these gold cards. And most likely, people that are doing this are people that spend money in the game and stuff like that, because a person that doesn't spend money in the game, for example, won't be able to complete this, at least not until the last day that you have. And you can't really see it right because my face is in the way, but you have like less than 30 days to do this, right? Because you're not going to get over 1,100 gold cards in a month untradeable. You're just not going to get it, right? And if you would have to complete this right now, you would have to go buy them, most likely, because nobody has 1,100 gold cards in their club. It would cost you, because every SBC costs around 500, around 6,000 coins to complete. So let's say, just for the heck of the video, let's say 6,000 coins to complete these SBCs if you're not sniping the cards, because you can't be bothered by sniping them at 500 coins. It's going to cost you 600,000 coins for you to complete this. Now, people will be like, yeah, but you got to get a jumbo premium gold pack. It's actually 3 times because I collected 1. You got to get 3 rare Electrum player packs. You got to get an 83 times 3 twice, an 84 times 2 once, and an 80 times 10 once. And of course, all the 100 SBCs where you're going to get 3 gold rare players back, which would give you at the end 300 gold players back, right? So people will be like, well, you're saving money regardless. Yes, you're saving money, but initially, if you want to do it at this particular moment, you're going to spend about 600,000 coins to do this. So this is one way of looking at pay to win, okay? For example, people that just have money in the game now are just going to basically be able to complete these things a lot quicker than anybody, and some people may never be able to complete these things because they're not pay-to-win players. So this is one aspect of pay-to-win, right? Completing SBCs, because, for example, when we look at SBCs in general this year, they're not very easy to complete, okay? Now, the reason why I'm also doing this video, before we go back to the SBCs, is because I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, I showed a little clip where I was playing a game. I'm in Division 2. I was playing a game versus a team that was worth like probably one of the most expensive teams. If you want to go look at it, it's like a 30-second short clip of me beating the guy 1-0. He leaves at the 45th minute because DDA was completely against him. Like I'll admit myself that I was getting extremely lucky in that game versus that team, and I ended up scoring a goal with Lukaku, and he quit. He was annoyed with the gameplay, right? And then I was like, you know what, man, that's crazy. Like the competition of teams you have to be playing against in the high rated levels, high divisions, is extremely pay to win, because a lot of people just don't have those teams. It's like, if you ever look at the teams that people are playing with in the elites, besides the real good players, they're extremely expensive. It's just to give an example. Last year, when you were playing, how many times did you see Mbappe in people's team? Very, very often. Why? Because he was like $1 million a little over 1 million coins. Where this year, how many times have you faced Mbappe? In 100 games, let's say, I faced him maybe twice. Why? Because he's 3 million coins. So it's very, very expensive for you to be able to achieve a Mbappe this year because he's so much more expensive, right? But the other aspect of pay to win is, for example, the SBCs, right? Player SBCs. As you can see, when you look at my SBCs, I haven't completed pretty much nothing because getting fodder in this game is extremely hard, right? Now, I've completed some of them, like Kevin Trapp, stuff like that. The ones, for example, I did do Laurent Blanc because I that's the card that I picked that I was going to do. But other than that, I haven't really completed any players SBC. Like if I show you my club, this is my club. Of course, now you're going to see my club is really, really nice because I have coins, of course, because I'm one of the type of players that like to invest my coins and build from there, right? So like, for example, like I was able to afford guys like Orion or Felipe Anderson or Di Lorenzo, stuff like that, right? But if you look at players SBCs, besides Laurent Blanc and Coquelin, I haven't completed none of them. Why? Because it's just way too expensive to do it. So this is another aspect of like the game being pay to win. Most people cannot buy the cards that they need to be able to actually complete an SBC without putting money in the game. So it's another aspect of actually like paying to win. People say, well, just because you have money in the game doesn't mean you're going to be able to beat the people that you're going to play against. That is true, but if you're in the same category, for example, let's say you're in Division 2, for example, or Division 3 or Division 5, whatever the case may be, and you're playing versus someone equal level as you, and you're playing with a starter squad or like a 500k squad, for example, and he's playing with a 20 million coin squad, and you guys are in the same division, most likely you're going to be losing a lot of times versus these squads because your team just cannot play against them because their team is so overpowered. You got to remember that equally, you guys are in the same division. You guys are the same skill rating. It is very hard for you to compete versus these type of squads, right? So when people debate and say, is this game pay to win? It's, for me, 100% pay to win game, right? Now, of course, as the game advances, we are going to have to be able we're going to be able to compete with these people because we have evolutions this year, which we could take the cheaper type of cards and make them better. But there's an issue. You need coins to do that. So let's go look at evolutions. Another big issue with the game. We look at evolutions. And you look at the three top ones here, 75k, 50k, and 150k, and you'll notice that me, with over 1 million coins, actually to be exact, if I sell my cards, I have almost 1.8 million coins, and I'm not even spending my coins on these cards. And the reason for that is because there's only very few cards that are actually worth the price tag. For example, this one right here, the box-to-box midfielder, a lot of people are picking either Llorente or Tchouaméni, or maybe some other one, but most likely those are the two most popular ones. The reason for it, because if they would be on the market, they will be worth more than 150k. So technically, they're worth the coins for you to actually invest in, right? Now, for me, I personally don't want to spend 150k, even if Llorente is definitely worth it. The reason for it is because I don't want to like basically put coins into an untradeable card, okay? I've always said it. I've never felt that putting coins into untradeable stuff gives benefit to your club, okay? I know people are like, well, Llorente, you could use him. You could probably use him for 2-3 months. Yes, you could use him for 2-3 months, but then you're kind of like stuck with him for 2-3 months in your team. You have to like put him in your team. You have to use him because if you don't, well, it's a waste, right? So I don't want to be stuck with Llorente for 2-3 months in my team. Not because I don't like the guy. I like the guy and all that, but I don't want to be locked into a player that has to make my team no matter what. I want to be able to be free. I want to be able to switch my team. I want to be able to sell my cards, for example, the ones that I don't want to use throughout this week or next week or whatever the case may be. So I don't want to spend my coins into this. But this, again, is a pay-to-win thing because Again, let's take an example. You got 24 days before this SBC expires. I think we had like 27 days or 30 days to be able to complete this. Of course, you have to play the games, which is like 40 games or whatever the case may be, and you have to spend 150,000 or 2,000 FC points. Now, this is the case. Let's say a guy just starts off. Let's say he starts playing this week or last week. Let's say he starts playing the exact week that this comes out. Okay, he looks at it, it's like, oh damn, I could like put Llorente in here. I want to do this. Oh wait, I don't have 150,000 coins. So he's gonna grind for a whole week, get his division rival rewards, get his FUT champion rewards, and he may still not get 150,000 coins. Look at that. He's got to go through the second week to make sure that he gets the 150,000 coins. I'm talking about most likely like some player, for example, that doesn't really invest and doesn't finish like rank 1 and stuff like that. He most likely doesn't have 150,000 coins in the first week, right? Most likely he has that in the second week. Like for example, we're a month into the game, and I could guarantee you that most people have between 500 to 1 million coins after 1 month of playing. Most people, right? Unless you're someone like, for example, like me that likes to invest my coins and stuff like that, then you're lucky you have more than 1 million coins. But this year, to be honest with you, I actually have 1 million coins. When you see I have 1.8, that's because I got lucky in one of my rewards and I ended up packing a card that was worth 800k. But if not, throughout the month, like I said, most people will have between 500 to 1 million coins. And as you can see, if you remove that 800k card that I got, I have 1 million coins, right? So that's what majority of people are gonna have, right? So like I said, the people that are playing this game and they want to complete these things and pay this kind of money, most likely are gonna like end up putting money into the game. And at the end of the day, it's considered another way to pay to win, because a person that can't afford to put 150k in a Llorente card, which will definitely upgrade his team, is going to have to like pretty much play with the regular Llorente when the upgraded version will be so much better, right? Again, the aspect of pay to win is when you're competing versus the same skill level as you, who has the edge? The team that is not pay to win or the team that is pay to win? So don't confuse yourself like when you're going into FUT Champions and you play versus a team that's way more expensive than yours and then you beat him. You don't know what division that guy is. We're talking about, let's say, when you're playing versus the same skill level as you. That's how you have to look at it. Is this game pay to win? And the aspect of the game in general, it is play to win a lot, because, for example, if we go into the store, I've seen this here many, many times. People, we're going to open up those packs now after this last conversation. When you look at the store, for example, a lot of people go here and, like, for example, you see me, I don't spend money in this game. Like, unless they come out with some crazy pack that's like 10,000 coins or 25,000 coins, I'll spend the coins itself just to buy the pack, for example. But I will never put FC points into this game because I just don't feel like it's worth it. It's just not worth it. For me, like buying these untradeable packs is just not worth it. But the thing is, a lot of people do this, and again, people say, well, they're getting untradeable stuff. But again, they are getting untradeable stuff, but they're getting more untradeable stuff than you are. So they're always in a better position than you are because they're paying for extra stuff, which again will help them out if they're the same skill level as you, because they have an edge over you. So when the debate comes to, is this game pay to win? It's 100 pay to win. Like, for people that are still debating this and come out with arguments like, well, hashtag Ari could beat everybody, could get 20-0 with a bronze team. Hashtag Ari is a pro player. I'm not a pro player. Most likely people that are watching this video are not a pro player, okay? We're not going to go into a weekend league and get 20-0 with a bronze squad. We're just not that good, okay? It's just not the way the game works. Not everybody's a pro player that can make any 20-0 with pretty much any team they want. The game just doesn't work like that. You got to look at it skill level wise. Like, when you're playing the equal skill level than you, who has the edge? That's how the argument should be talked about when people ask, is the game pay to win? The game is pay to win based on the skill level of you yourself versus a player that is the same skill level as you, who has the edge, versus pay to win or not pay to win, and automatically pay to win will have that edge. and I'm pretty sure you have friends or whatever, and you go into like regular mode and you just go like into versus, and you pick let's say for example, one guy picks Manchester City and the other guy picks, for example, like I don't know, an MLS, like the worst MLS squad, and they play against each other 10 times. I'm pretty sure the guy that has the Manchester City is going to win like 8 or 9 times out of 10 versus the guy with the cheap MLS team if they're the same skill level with each other, right? It's just the way it is. It's just the better the cards you have, the better success you're going to have in the game. Unfortunate, EA is not giving us ways to actually make coins, because unless you're in someone that is investing, most likely, or get lucky with your packs, you're most likely not going to have the coins needed to complete a lot of these things. Anyways, let's open up these packs. Wow, look at that. I got a walkout out of my pack there. Very, very surprisingly. I did not expect that. But anyways, so that was the argument of, is the game pay to win? Of course, like I said, I do believe the game is pay to win. Let me know in the comments what you guys believe. Everybody has their own personal opinion. So I'll leave a comment. Let's just finish this little pack opening here. So we get an 87, an 82. And this is the one that you get for completing it 10 times. The Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, which is, I think, 6 rares or something. I don't know, 7 rares. Is it 7 rares? I think it's 7 rares in this pack. But it's 7 rares of anything, right? So it could also be like contracts or other rare stuff, right? So for example, in this case, I end up getting an 84 and 83, which were 2 rare players. And I end up getting 1, 2, 3 rare contracts, a rare thing like that, and a rare. So yeah, it's about, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, and 2 players. 7. It's 7 rares. You get 7 rares in this pack. So it is what it is. Be careful with what you do with your coins. Be very, very smart this year what you do with coins, especially if you're someone that, again, that does not spend any money in this game. Make sure that you think about it twice before either spending on the upgradable 100 Centurion pack upgrade, or for example evolutions or SBCs. Make sure that whatever you use your coins, use them wisely, because this year it's going to be a hard year if EA doesn't implement some sort of way for people to get extra coins, because we need to get more coins into the game, and not only packs, more coins. I want injection of coins, like play this many games, get 20,000 coins. Play this many games, get 50,000 coins. There has to be some sort of injection of coins to help the people that are actually paying to play the game and not paying to win. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.